Final reminder from Archangel Michael: this is your time, this is your moment to stop looking back, to stop explaining your light, to stop waiting for permission. Heaven already said yes, now it's your turn to say yes back, yes to peace, yes to power, yes to miracles so big your past won't even recognize you. The divine intervention happened, the veil was lifted, now go live like everything has changed because it has. And now let everything fall away, every distraction, every whisper of doubt, every voice that once told you to play small. This is not the time to shrink, this is not the time to hesitate, this is the sacred moment you were born for, the one your ancestors cried out for, the one that heaven wrote into your story before you ever took your first breath. You didn't come this far to simply feel inspired for a few minutes and return to the life you were told to settle for. You came here because your soul was summoned, because something in you was always waiting for this very activation. You've lived long enough under the weight of almost and not yet, you've danced with doubt and called it discernment, you've been loyal to fear because it felt familiar, but that season is over. Heaven has ripped the veil, broken the delay, shattered the lies, and now stands fully open before you, waiting not on perfection, but on your permission to move. This is the moment the spirit world has been watching for, and they're not watching in silence anymore, they're celebrating because you remembered. You remembered that you are more than what they told you, more than your pain, more than your past, more than your mistakes. You are the fulfillment of prophecy, you are the answer to the question generations before you asked in their darkest nights, you are the one chosen to finish what others were too bound, too bruised, too broken to complete. And the fact that you stayed until now through the fire of this message, through the pull of distraction, through the ache of truth pressing into old wounds proves that you're ready. Yes, ready, not perfect, not fully prepared, just willing, and that's all heaven needs to move mountains. You don't need to see the whole path, you only need to take the next sacred step, because every step you take now is not just for you, it's for every soul connected to your calling, for every future child, every broken friend, every searching heart that will one day find their miracle because you chose to rise. This is the ripple, this is the echo, this is the decision that becomes a destiny. So let them talk, let them doubt, let them misunderstand the fire that just awakened in your bones. You owe no explanation for your glow up, you owe no apology for your calling, you owe no loyalty to who you had to be when you were surviving. That chapter is over, that version of you is retired, and now what's rising is something the world cannot name because it was birthed in heaven, it carries divine fingerprints, it walks with angelic covering, it breathes with holy intention. You don't have to try so hard anymore, you don't have to force your way through doors that were never yours, you don't have to shrink to stay lovable, you are already loved by the one who designed every corner of your soul with sacred precision. And if that love has carried you this far, imagine what it will do next. So take this final moment and don't just feel the words, become them, become the prophecy, become the light, become the living miracle, and when you walk away from this message, don't just walk back into the world, walk forward into your promise. Let your voice shake rooms, let your presence shift atmospheres, let your truth heal bloodlines. You are not late, you are not behind, you are not too broken to be chosen, you are exactly on time, fully in place, and more powerful than you have ever realized. And now that your eyes are open, now that your heart is burning, now that your soul is aligned, there's no going back. Heaven doesn't bring someone this far only to leave them in the middle, the path ahead is paved with breakthrough, the air around you is thick with miracles, and your name is being spoken in the courts of angels with reverence and fire. You are the shift, you are the storm, you are the answered prayer that the world didn't see coming, but heaven always knew would arrive. Let the scroll close now, not as an ending, but as a beginning. Let it settle in your spirit that you are divinely positioned, heavenly backed, and eternally chosen. And the next time life dares to question who you are or why you're rising, just whisper back with holy certainty, because heaven said, "It's my time, and so it is, let it begin." And don't just live, lead, walk into every space knowing the atmosphere is already bending to your presence. This isn't arrogance, this is alignment. The heavens didn't just whisper your name, they carved it into divine blueprints. You are here on assignment, and the world is about to witness what happens when a soul steps fully into its purpose, untouched by the opinions of man and fueled entirely by the fire of God. You're not ordinary, and you never have been. That's why your path was never smooth, because it was never meant for the weak. You are a blueprint breaker, a system shaker, a legacy shifter. You carry all on your life that can't be duplicated. Your presence activates dormant faith in others. Your voice, when used in truth, echoes into the bones of those who have forgotten how to feel. That's why hell tried to silence you, because your words carry freedom, not just sound. But no more silence. Now you speak with thunder in your spirit, now you walk like prophecy wrapped in flesh, now you exist in rooms as evidence that miracles don't just happen, they walk in human form, and today they look like you. And when people ask what changed, you won't need to explain, because those with spiritual eyes will just know God happened. So let this be your daily truth from now on. You are not behind, you are not broken, you are not overlooked, you are in divine sequence, you are the answer to prayers your ancestors cried, you are the reason the curse ended with your name, you are the miracle someone else is watching unfold. And you don't need to chase blessings. Blessings will follow you because your obedience unlocked the floodgates. You'll walk into spaces now and feel angels already stationed before you arrive. You'll have moments where everything feels unfamiliar, not because you're lost, but because you've leveled up. This new version of you is bold, she's healed, he's aligned, they're ready, and heaven won't let you return to anything that diluted your fire just to make others feel comfortable. So declare this within: I refuse to be small in rooms God called me to dominate. I refuse to second-guess the calling that heaven itself confirmed. I refuse to hide when I was created to ignite. This isn't motivation, this is movement. This is what it feels like when God stops whispering and starts roaring on your behalf. And baby, God is roaring now. This message didn't come to flatter you, it came to ignite you. So don't just sit with it, rise with it, walk like someone carrying a holy assignment, think like someone whose prayers have already reached the throne, and believe, really believe that what's coming next will make you forget the weight of what tried to break you, because when the divine says now, nothing on earth or in hell can stop what's been sealed. This is your now, let it begin. And as you let this truth sink deeper into your bones, feel the old version of yourself quietly fading, the one who questioned if they were enough, the one who waited for validation from people who couldn't even see their own worth. That version was necessary for survival, but not for ascension, and now ascension is non-negotiable. You've been handed the keys, the gates have opened, and your spirit knows this isn't a maybe, this is a mandate. You're no longer the one waiting to be chosen, you are the chosen one. So now, let your energy speak before your mouth does, let your presence carry a quiet thunder, the kind that reminds rooms they're standing in front of someone anointed, not appointed by man. Let every step you take feel like a drum beat that echoes back into heaven with a sound that says, I'm here, I'm ready, let's begin, because truly this is the beginning, not the beginning of survival, but of soaring, not the beginning of trying, but of transcending. You're no longer patching wounds, you're walking in healed wholeness, and your healed self is dangerous to everything that tried to keep you stuck. You don't need to scream to prove anything, your silence now speaks miracles. You don't need revenge, your rise is loud enough. You don't need closure, the door that was meant for you never needs to be forced open, it swings wide when God commands it. This is what authority feels like, this is what alignment looks like, this is what it means to walk in the aftermath of a yes from God. And if your hands are still trembling from this revelation, it's okay. It just means the shift is real. It just means you've been awakened in a way that won't let you go back. You'll start noticing how quickly what's not aligned falls away, conversations won't hit the same, environments will feel too small, people who once had access will quietly drift, and it won't be rejection. It will be refinement, because what God is doing next in your life requires clean space, clear vision, and courageous surrender. So don't look back, don't second guess, don't try to shrink now that you're glowing. This light was always yours, you just had to survive the shadow long enough to carry it, and now you are a walking temple, a breathing altar, a living reminder that heaven never gave up on you, even when you wanted to give up on yourself. This is the prophecy becoming flesh, so breathe deep and take your next step like someone who knows the whole kingdom is walking behind them, because it is.